Hi, friends. So nice to see you. Happy New Year. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my YouTube channel. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and it is the first day of the year, and it happens to be Saturday, and that means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. So you may notice that I have notice of StarCon right here, right in your face, man. StarCon is going to be in your face. It is 3 weeks away. So if you're going to join us in person in Florida and you do not have your ticket yet, get your ticket. If you want to join us online, this is an amazing online experience as well as an amazing in-person experience. So you can join from anywhere in the world. So get your ticket. The website is right there. Learn more about it. If you have questions, reach out to me. I would be more than happy to answer those questions. All right, my friends. So let's see. Where do we want to start? Well, first of all, we want to welcome Teresa as a member. So great to be starting out the new year with a new member. And we want to shout out all the members, the people who have supported us in 2021. And guess what? You're still here in 2022. We really appreciate that. And if you notice, January 2022 tarot scopes are up. So check them out. Check out your sun, your moon, and your rising, and see how that all fits together as a reading for January and a start to your new year. So what we do for the Saturday Psychic Sampler is specific questions only. And of course, being that it's the first of the year, some of us have questions about the new year. But again, let's make them specific. If you want to know, how is my 2022 going to be in general, book an hour-long reading with me and we'll get into it. But if you have a specific question about anything, including things coming up this year, by all means do ask. I will take questions in the order that I see them. But first, Clumsy Clairvoyance, so nice to see you. Happy New Year. Thanks for being a member here. And thank you so much for starting us out with a super sticker. That is the first super sticker of the new year. Most appreciated. Thank you very much. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can support this channel. You can also support this channel by subscribing, by becoming a member, by liking this video and sharing my videos around on social media. All right. So great to see you. Okay, the first question I see is Diana Price. Diana, thanks for being a member here. Will I be able to get into Prague, or will Europe start closing borders again? I can go after the 15th, so can I go? So I can go after the 15th, so I can go unless COVID stops me, also considering Turkey or the country, Georgia. All right, so let's take a look. Is Europe going to start closing their borders again? I think that's really likely. I think that's a very, very likely scenario. So will you be able to get into Prague after the 15th? I mean, at some point after the 15th, yes. But when you might arrange travel, will the borders be open or closed? They could close. It's very possible. Would it be easier to get into Turkey? It might be. Would Turkey be a good place for you? In some ways. What about Georgia? I don't know. Between the two of them, you had to choose, I'm feeling Turkey. Do I think Prague would be a good place for you to be? Oh my, yes. That's my favorite, but it's also the one most likely to close its borders. So those are the things that you're going to be dealing with. And, you know, as long as we're in this active pandemic state, that's going to be an issue, you know, really wherever you go. How much is this going to impact your plans? Oh, it will. It will absolutely impact your plans. So as you plan, bear it in mind. All right. Now, what else just happened? A bunch of things just happened. Okay, Sayoni, thank you so much for the super stickers. So nice to see you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here and for supporting this channel. Angelic Michelle, you have been a member for 8 months. Oh my gosh. That deserves some kind of noise. Let's do that one. Most appreciated. Thank you. All right. And, well, Diana, so Georgia would let you stay for a year. Should I reconsider Georgia being a good place for you? I mean, it would be fine. It would be fine. Basically, you're going to have to find a place to be that you can enjoy well enough, that you can feel safe, and that you can afford to live, and kind of ride out the rest of this craziness. I think that's, what it's going to take for you. All right, so the next question is, Happy New Year to you. When will Arpin start learning money so that I don't have to pay for everything? Do you feel like Arpin could be earning money right now and is kind of choosing not to? Because I just wonder about this. I feel like this could be happening at any point, and it's not. And maybe this person is saying, oh, it'll happen soon, but I'm not sure this person is doing what needs to be done. There may be a red flag here. So I feel like you need to really look at this and see if you can influence this situation, see if this is really working. I feel like this person is not doing what needs to be done. Okay, Clumsy Clairvoyance, again, thank you for your membership here, and thank you for the super sticker. What spiritual or magical work would serve me best this week? What a wonderful question. I think journaling and writing in general would be very good, and magic that benefits the whole world. Healing magic, magic for peace and unity for the whole planet. Do I think you're that powerful? Why, yes, I do. Do I think that you could make a noticeable difference? I think it's a drop in the bucket, but eventually drops in the bucket will fill the bucket. So, but for yourself personally, writing, journaling, that kind of thing. Okay. Moonlight Tarot, so nice to see you. Do I think that Adele will reconnect with you this month? Man, I think you should make a New Year's resolution to keep that person out of your mind and out of your mouth forever. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's going to be this month. I think it'll happen, but I don't think it'll be this month. And I think it'll keep happening until you say no. Okay. Chara Sotomayor, so nice to see you. And you became a member at the very end of last year, like yesterday or something like that, close, yesterday or the day before. So thank you for being a new member here. We really appreciate it. What steps should I be taking to make my business more profitable this year? What a great question. And the answer is, you have long-term goals, and it's good to have long-term goals, but you also have to have clear short-term goals. Goals for the day, goals for the week, goals for the month. Break it into little bites. When you think about how much it's going to take to get you where you want to be, it's a lot. But when you break it into little bites, what you're going to do on social media, what you're going to do in terms of marketing, what you're going to do in terms of your offerings, how you're going to use your creative energy best, tiny little bites, that's what's going to move you forward. Tiny little bites will eat the entire thing. Seriously, that's the way you want to look at it. So don't get overwhelmed looking at the whole big picture, because you know what the big picture is. Little bits, what you do today, what you do this week, what you do this month. And social media is a huge bite that you want to take, bigger than you're doing now. And my goodness, Michelle, mix you ear. Michelle, thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Happy New Year to you, and thank you. All right. White Magic Witch. Good afternoon. Why is the man I want distancing himself? Is there another woman, or is he just having a bad time? I think he might just be busy. And, I'm not sure, and I don't think this is so much about another woman. I'm just not really sure that he sees a future here with you. So it may be that he's not seeing it, or that he's not interested. I have to say, I do see good things for your love life going forward, but it may be with someone different. Okay. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And thanks for using one of the members only emojis. I love those things. I want to get some more this year. I know I've been threatening to do that for the longest, but I'll get to it. After StarCon, I'll get to it. Okay. Should I wait to start my business or get on it as soon as possible? What a great question, Von Ray. Let's see. It's actually, the answer is a little of both. You should start laying the groundwork for it now, whether that's research or licensing or getting a plan together. And recognize there's a difference between starting your business or laying the groundwork for your business. And so you don't necessarily start it now, but you start laying the groundwork for it in a methodical way. That's what you do. Okay, Delia Lossie, nice to see you. What will my finances be this month? I think it's going to be a little tight. I think you want to be careful, and I think you might have some opportunity to make some more money. And if that opportunity comes up, definitely take it, because you're going to need it. Okay, Maria Miri, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Does my friend Bocce have feelings for me? I think this person admires you and likes you, but it feels more like a friend. I wouldn't necessarily see anything romantic here. Okay, Claire C., so nice to see you. Will I find, and thank you for being a member. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. Will I find the valuable item I lost in my home soon? I'm so sorry you're going through that. And man, it is hiding from you. And I wonder if there's an ancestral connection with this item, if it's an heirloom or something of that nature. One way or the other, I feel like asking the spirits around you to help you see it and help you find it is a very good idea. It is definitely hiding from you. You will find it, but it may be another 6-7 days before you do. Definitely ask spirit to help you. And I feel like there's some lesson in the fact that it's being hidden from you. There's something larger going on here. Maybe it's about spirit communication. Maybe it's about teaching you something. And I'm often saying, don't over spiritualize the things that happen. But this one, I do see a spiritual message here. So ultimately, you will find it, though. Okay, Teresa, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a new member here. Card for finances for the year. You come out of this year better than you're going into it. You are worried about this year, and especially the first quarter, the first 2 quarters will be a little tough. By the time you get to quarter 3 and 4, much better. Much better. Okay, baby cakes, Happy New Year. Will I buy a house this year? I think it's very likely, maybe not in the first 2 quarters, maybe in the 3rd quarter, maybe in the 4th quarter, but I think it is likely, yes. Angelic Michelle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Mystics Haven. What is the most important focus for me this year? To have control over the things you can control. To have good discipline in your own life and in your own self-care. To avoid the things and the people that do not treat you well, that are not good for you. It's all about taking care of yourself, really. Neil Quatrano, so nice to see you. So this is a fairly general question, but because I know your specific circumstances, I am going to answer it. But I do not want this to start a flood of the same question unless you share with me a greater than 20-year history, as does Neil. And Neil, I'm so happy to see you. I know this year has brought, surprises of the most interesting and difficult kinds. And so as you start 2022, you want to know, is this going to be a happy year for me? And the answer is there will be difficulties, there will be grief, not necessarily new grief, but grief carried over because you're dealing with some hard stuff. There will be some legal stuff. There will be questions around the new baby, but there will also be joy there. And there is a lot here that says that you have to fight to make this a happy year. That it's not easy, that you've been fighting for a long time. But there will be new opportunities in many ways that will give you the opportunity for joy, for creativity, for spiritual growth, and to really see the larger picture and your role in it. It will be a productive year. It will be a successful year. It will be the year of you finding yourself again. I hope that helps. The thing to focus on is your own strength and your talents, and recognizing that over the course of a long time, you have sort of put yourself into contortions to fit other people's needs and other people's agendas. And to some extent, you will continue to do that, but you will do it more mindfully in a way that hurts less. All right. And thank you everyone for the Happy New Year's messages. I really do appreciate it. Kathy, you got a one-day virtual for StarCon. That's fabulous. So glad you'll be there. And remember that one-day virtual does give you classes on the other day because it throws in the Three of Cups as well. So you do have classes for both days. And you have your choice of classes for that one day. You have the public track for the other day. And all those videos will be available to you for 30 days. So you'll have some fun, not just for StarCon, but for the 30 days after. Okay. Sione, it's so nice to see you. And thank you once again for the super sticker. Can you please tell me if he loves me, genuinely feels something for me? Do you see us working out? I think he doesn't know. I feel like he's kind of immature. He certainly does care for you. But I got a lot of questions. I feel like he's not ready to be where you're ready to be. And that's not about you. That's just about where he is in life. Okay. Oh, Claire, good wishes for your mother-in-law. That's wonderful. Thank you. Ashley, how will my spring semester of school go? I think it's going to be difficult. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But I think you'll do a very good job and be successful. But you're going to have to really hold your own feet to the fire. But understand, this is taking you where you want to go. And so it's going to be worth the time and energy you put into it, I promise. Okay, let's see. Okay, Angelic Michelle, thank you for being here and thanks for being a member here. I would like to move by May or June at the latest. Do I see that possibly happening? I think there's things you need to be doing now or soon to put that into motion. I very much think it's possible closer to June, really. And so, yes, I think it can happen, but I think you have to start working toward it now. Okay, Lisa McCord is the next question I see. Will my son get a job and move out soon? It depends what you mean by soon. I would say by the summer. By the summer, maybe September. Yes. Yes, this year. It'll happen this year. Okay. Pamela's insight. This is a good one. Will a dynamic and permanent romantic relationship be on my agenda for 2022? I think you're in the process of healing the things in your life that have kept that from happening so far. And so you are certainly getting closer to that goal. Do I think you'll meet someone this year that would be a good candidate? Possibly. And if it's not this year, it's next year. You're on your way to that for sure. Okay, Anna, question about Dennis. Forget him or give him more time. I don't know if I can or should wait any longer for something more defined or committed. It's been a while now. So let's see. Now, done, over, start a new year, new, done, over. And I think, remember that the thing that you see in him, I mean, what you see in him is real. And the connection between the two of you is real. But if he were able to be there for you, if he were able to be in this relationship, he'd be there already. He's not ready. He's not able. This is not about you. And I think you've given it enough time. You need someone who can step up. You need someone to come running towards you. And I think you'll be able to have that if you can let go of this. I know that's not easy, but I think it's the right thing. Okay, Michelle, mix you ear. And again, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm single at the moment and I want to find a partner this year. Who should I be looking out for? Type, characteristics. Obviously not who specifically. Oh, come on, name, address, phone number. I wish I could do that. Okay, Michelle in Toronto. You need someone with a great sense of humor. You need someone who also wants a relationship. You need someone who is well employed and or financially stable. You need someone who is truly friendly without being like a social butterfly looking for other people to affirm him. You need someone who is emotionally mature and self-aware. Where can one meet such a person? Honestly, I think just out and about in your life, you would likely meet such a person. I think you're well positioned to do that. Okay, Marta Elvira. Would my relationship with my boyfriend of 10 years get stronger? And would he move with me to Michigan where my family is? We have lots of ups and downs. And when I look at this, I feel like this is the year that's going to make you or break you. And I feel like that's because of you. That you really want to say either we're in it or we're out of it. Which is it? And when we look at the boyfriend, I mean, you know how this person is. And what I want to tell you is you have seen the best this person has to offer. When we talk about the relationship getting better, the relationship getting stronger, the problem is this individual is not getting stronger. This individual is not getting better. So I think that the key would be, if you want this, to accept this person exactly how this person is and recognize this is the best that it can be. Now, would this person be willing to make this move with you? You know, here's the thing. I think this person might be willing to do it, but then completely blame you every time he finds he's not happy with it. And so, like, be careful what you ask for. This is a difficult thing. And when you say 10 years, was that 10 years solid? Was it like 10 years back and forth, on and off? Because I feel like there's some real issues here. I'm just going to be really honest with you. I wonder, just looking at what I see here, I wonder how it's lasted 10 years. Sorry, but that's where I'm seeing it. And so the thing for you to do is to really look at this with very clear eyes and do not be waiting for it to get better. Either decide it's good enough and this is what you want, or decide you want better. And if you want better, it's not coming from here. All right, Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. What do I need to know about the financial changes I'm planning to make? This I feel will sort out some financial stuff right now, short term. Okay, so what you need to know about these changes is it feels weird. It is the right thing. You're going to have to stick to it. If you do it, you're going to have to stick to it. And it will really help you, but there will be at least one other person around you who does not like these changes and does not think you should make them. But I think you should if you want to, and I think it will serve you. So if you're going to do it, stick to it and don't let other people talk you out of it. Okay, LJ Maloney, so nice to see you. So on Saturdays, we do the Saturday Psychic Sampler, which is specific questions only. So we're not doing Spirit doing a New Year's message. If you have a very specific question, please do go ahead and ask it, and I'd be more than happy to answer. Okay. And thank you all so much for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Gemini Sun, so it's January 1st and your due date is February 1st. Yeah, I knew it was coming up soon. And your partner in pregnancy has already delivered. So so it's like a month and a half apart. Does that mean you get hand-me-downs? Maybe that could work. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Very impatient. What magical things can I do to make the time speed up? Or will he be here early? Well, we don't want him too early. Okay, so first of all, in terms of due date, I think it's going to be very close to the due date, on or within 3 days, either way of the due date. What to do this last month is hard, but have it all be magical. I really feel like you should be in meditation. You should be doing magic for well-being, for prosperity, for happiness, for just for what this is. It's like, you've planted the garden and now the harvest is coming. So I think it should be all magic all the time for the next month. Also recognizing that once the baby's here, you're going to be doing magical rituals like diapers and feeding and nap time, and that's the magic of a new baby. And so, do as much ceremonial kind of magic as you can now, because there'll be no time for that. And so you'll need to raise that energy now to carry you for the first 3 months of that child's life. But I think all is going well. I think it will be fine. I think this is going to be a tough month anyway, just because it's hard. It's uncomfortable. Keep a sense of humor, read a good book, and give yourself as much rest as possible. Okay, Cassandra, I was just talking about you. Great to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Will the sentimental new mommy, right, be able to handle going back to work after maternity leave? That's so hard, right? The sleep deprivation is real. See, Gemini Sun, what you got to look forward to? There it is, man. So handle going back to work after maternity leave. The thing is, I don't think you have a choice. I think you're going to do it because you have to do it, and that's what parents do. We don't want to do what we want to do, but we do what we have to do because it's what's best for the child. So yes, I think you can do it. The key is going to be having good child care in force and good self-care in force. But then the question is, so is there another thing you could do? Could you work from home? Could you not work? Is there an option? And I feel like, over the next 6 months, you may figure out another option. You may. Maybe you'll do childcare from your home or something like that, so you can be home. But do you really want to do that in a pandemic? I mean, there's so many questions. So I think for now, you have to do what you need to do. And in the long run, you may find another option. Can you handle it? Yes, you will, because you must, and that's what parents do. Okay, the next question I see is Jake. Can I finish my first book this year? If so, maybe by April or May, and we wish you the best of luck with that. And can you? Yes. Will you? Well, that is a very interesting question. You will if you get your butt in the chair and your hands on the keyboard. Yes, you will. But you have to have that discipline. Do not wait for inspiration. Do not wait to say, I feel like writing. You do it every day, whether you feel like it or not, and the inspiration will come. And yes, you can. Amy Foreman, so great to see you. Curious about a specific home purchase. So the specific house that you're looking at, I have mixed feelings about. I have mixed feelings about the property and I have mixed feelings about the process. And so what I will say is, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. I do think this is the year that you will be able to buy. I do think that's coming. Okay, Jay Lynn, so nice to see you. Will my finances improve in 2022? And the answer is there are some things you need to do to make that happen. But I think by the second half, by the beginning of the second half of this year, they will be much improved because you'll do what needs to be done to make it happen. Okay, LJ Maloney, here's a specific question. Is Linda ever going to be more than a friend? You know there's an energy there. There's an energy there. There's a desire there on your part and maybe on Linda's part as well. But I also feel like there's a lot of complications. So it's possible, but it's really, really complicated. And I'm not sure that there's a way that it could just be simple and easy and happy. And I'm afraid if it did go there, you could lose the friendship. So there's a lot of questions. It's not simple. And I would say, yes, it's possible, but be careful. Hey, Sheryl Jefferson, Happy New Year to you. Okay, next question I see. And thank you all for the feedback and thank you all for the greetings and the New Year wishes. I really appreciate it. Selma. I would like to take real estate classes and license. Would I be successful? Yes, it's a great idea. It's not easy. You would have to be patient. It will take time, but it is a really good idea. I'm happy to see Caroline here too. Thank you for being here. Okay, and again, thank you for all the feedback. Any question from you, Caroline? So nice to see you, but I didn't see a question from you. Likewise, Cheryl. If you're here and you haven't asked a question, now's the time because it's last call for readings, y'all. I want to, no, it's that way. There it is. I want to remind you to get your ticket for StarCon if you don't already have it. Go to the website, see what it's all about. Make sure you join us. It's coming up January 21st and through 23rd, and then a 30-day afterglow afterwards. So please do check that out and make sure you make plans to join us there, in person or online, whatever's easiest or most comfortable for you. I want to wish all of you a very happy new year. Thank you for being here with me. I will be back later on today, probably not until after 5. We're still doing the Tarot Epiphanies. I think we're on like day 7 of Tarot Epiphanies for the 12 days of Christmas. So I'll be popping on live, and that's a hit or miss. You catch me or you don't catch me because I never know when I'm going to have time to do it. But I will be there, so keep a lookout for it. Make sure you hit the bell next to subscribe so you get notifications when I go live. Make sure you check out January Taroscopes. They're live now. And I thank you all so much. I wish all of you the best for this new month and this new year. Caroline, thank you. Here's your question. Am I blaming unjust feelings on my husband and not facing the fact that I have strange feelings? The thing is, I feel like you're trying to do everything out of love and integrity. I feel like you're trying to be self-reflective. I feel like, there's stuff here that needs to be dealt with. I feel like your husband is not showing up and doing what he needs to do in some ways. In some ways, he really is. And so I think you have to look at what is the best way to solve this. Try to, get out of that sense of blame and all of these things and try to figure out what can be done in terms of communication. But I don't think you're doing anything wrong right now. I really don't. I feel like there's a reason you're feeling what you're feeling, and it's not your fault. And is it his fault? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. In some ways, it's nobody's fault. But I think what needs to happen is there needs to be more clarity and more communication on both sides. And that's hard to do, but I think that's what needs to happen. All right. Any other questions? It is last call for readings. I'm booked today, but I am available tomorrow if you want to do a New Year's reading, see what the year has in store for you. I am available to do that with you. Even better, see what you want to create this year, what energies are available to you, what you can do to create the year that you want in 2022. That's the question. Go to my website, ChristianaGaudet.com. You can book a reading, and I will look forward to seeing you. And again, I want to see you at StarCon as well. Friends, thank you so much. I will look forward to seeing you soon.